But I'm just saying, like, I can't just be in Miami already.
We're never off. We're going to Tampa on Monday.
For the day. Coming up and back.
I'm going Sunday to Port St. Lucie to the Bounce House community. It's like a whole. Oh my gosh, I love this cup. Thank you.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn
Thank
Cafe is
you.
open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome. What day is it?
I don't know.
It's Friday.
We look orange.
Yeah, right.
We're very orange.
I feel like I've been in
That
the
monitor, though.
It's the monitor?
in the tanning booth.
Let me see.
We're
Am I
orange
less
everywhere.
orange
We're
over
just
there?
less orange.
I don't want to say it. I almost said
The
it.
Oompa Loompas, were they orange?
I almost said it.
What, the Oompa Loompas?
No, about who we look like, but I'm not going to say it.
No, you're not going to say anything. Anyway, happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday. You know, it's funny. It was a long week. No, it was a long Friday.
It's been a long Friday, and it's only 12:20,
And we only did one show.
and we only did
But it
one
feels
show.
like we did 20.
We've had a busy week, a huge week, amazing week. Tuesday we were at the Lynn Career Fair, Tabling Tuesday. Yesterday we were at the FAU Internship Fair that we've never had the pleasure of going to for Amp Media Futures Foundation. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. How many vendors do you think? Over 100 vendors.
Over.
I don't know how many students came through, but we had at least 60 to 100 students that came through that we talked to, that our crew talked to, and they're going to start coming in. Well, they were supposed to start coming in today. They didn't show up, but hopefully next week they're going to start showing
What
up.
time did you schedule today?
10 o'clock.
Did you?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It's all right. We'll regroup and we'll get back with everyone. We
It
know
is
it's been
the-
a long week.
It is the future of America, as they say.
But wow, what a group we did. And last night we had a live shoot for Laura Sanders' 2-year anniversary down in Pompano. So it's been really busy. Today we have Denise Marsh's book launch tonight. You're going to go over to Cugini and check out the Wi-Fi situation
Yes, at 4 o'clock.
at 4 o'clock.
I almost forgot. I didn't understand.
And then we're
what
heading
you
out to Wellington. So busy,
And
busy.
you know, you heard the hottest restaurant in South Florida.
Tell me.
Wawa.
Now I know. You know, I've been thinking it's like one of these days I need to bring lunch for the crew.
From
And then-
Wawa.
And then Freddie is on too, but like, you know, some of the crew, right?
The crew.
And now I'm thinking I need to go get some lunch from Wawa.
She's going
It's
to
hilarious.
Wawa. And did you have to make a reservation? Yes, at Pump 6. I got to fill up with gas while I run into
The
Wawa.
thing is, my daughter and I were driving to Miami, and I asked my daughter, where you want to go have lunch? And she said, Wawa. And I'm like, okay, you know.
It's a great place. Back when Gio was living in Tampa, and I used to visit him, he has a Wawa right in the corner of his house. So Linda went in and got a sandwich or something, and it was the best food I've ever had in my life.
That's what they say.
There's a running joke. I mean, when you're from New York, a running joke, you never eat food from a gas station.
Yeah.
But Wawa's
you
not a
don't
gas
buy-
station.
And you don't buy the last hot dog on that little thing that's turning.
That hot dog has been there for
You don't
days.
buy any hot dogs on that little
And
thing.
that hot dog has been there for like 75 years. It's just like a design that you look at. So she tells me, I'm in a reservation at Pump 6 for Wawa. You gotta admit, it's funny.
It is funny, but we got big news.
Yes.
The unveiling of, we are so excited and so proud, and I think our crew is even more excited and proud than we are. We officially got the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio, was #1 voted video production
nice.
services in Boca Raton. So we are really, really excited, and the funny thing is #2 out of 10 was Amp Media Production. So that is the network that powers the Brooklyn Cafe show and 20 other shows that we do here in the studio, as well as working with True Oldies and Real Radio and our Amp Media Futures Foundation. So this is truly a plaque for everybody over all these years that has brought this forward. So
Absolutely.
thank you. We don't know how we got it, but thank you to everyone that voted for us to get this.
Well, it's funny because you get an award for something that you do day in and day out, and somebody recognizes the effect that you've done well. But it's, this has a lot to do with the shows that we put on. We have Impulso
Everything.
Latino, and congratulations to Impulso Latino. Facebook actually has changed the name
Yes.
to Impulso Latino.
Ah, it
saw
only
that
took
yesterday.
it
I
took
was
2 months.
Very happy.
It took 2 months to get it done, but congratulations and nice job.
So a lot of good stuff happening.
And we have an event on Friday for Impulso Latino. Where are we going Friday before Wednesday?
So November 15, we're going to. You have
Can you
to
pick
help
up
me.
your mic?
Grab your mic.
Mike.
Thank you. November 15, we're going to Gucci Wine.
Cucini.
Cugini.
Wine.
Cucini. Gucci wine.
She's not
Cucini.
going. She's going to Gucci. She's going to Wawa at Pump 6.
I'm going to Gucci Wine. Gucci Wine in Lakeport Beach. So it's a Lakeport. It's Lucerne and Lakeport. So it's the Lakeport downtown. I call it the little downtown. I like it. So that
Of Lake Worth.
It's Lakeport Beach.
It's a nice.
now.
Very
Oh, they
eclectic.
changed it?
Yeah. So we're gonna be there November 15. So we're gonna have all the shows there. Pozo Latino, the Brooklyn Cafe TV show is gonna be there. The other shows help me out, Don.
The artist mind is going to be there.
The artist mine is going to be there, and we are inviting prior guests of the show and
Host, guests, everybody wants to be there.
guests, businesses.
I
business
think we're gonna
owners.
bring. I was thinking of bringing like some dancing girls and maybe some guys from what do you call those guys? What the-
Firefighters. Remember that one time I was going to bring in the firefighters from the calendar? They didn't come.
No, I'm glad they didn't.
You were very upset about that.
I wasn't upset.
They
I
were
just told
raising
you they
money
weren't gonna
for the
come.
foundation,
No,
but
they
they
were
did not
really,
come.
they were raising lots of things.
I can ask Angel Secret to bring some modelos with the outfits.
You should. You should. We have a runway. We'll have some fun with this thing. Between shows, you could do stuff as well. You could do some networking. We turn it into a networking party.
I have been inviting, so I invited Launa today, but I've been inviting different, business owners or marketing reps to attend that day.
You know what we'll do? We're going to make it a networking party, but what's going to be different about our party is that we're going to put the guests on the air.
Exactly, like everyone that is there is gonna have, it doesn't have to be a sit down, don't say, like, we can do like a minute, just like getting their name, what they're doing, and kind of like having some
Like
going
we did
around the
at the
room.
event. Go around the room like a walk around, right?
Walk around. So we'll give somebody a mic, a camera, and then I got a new way of doing things.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
So
we're
yeah,
gonna
I'm looking for Friday. I've been inviting people. I'm gonna continue inviting people. Hopefully they'll have the space for all my guests.
So when you go to Wawa, just invite every other pump. Say pump one. You're
And Gabby's
invited.
not even listening. She's got her earphones
Wow,
on. She has
yeah,
no idea you were
so-
talking about it.
Send her to. She could be like the spokesperson, your daughter, for Wawa.
No.
So that's the 15th. That's at Cucini Wine Bar.
November 15th is
gallery.
gonna start 11 a.m. No, you're
No,
gonna
we're
do
gonna
the
be
morning
there at
show.
9 o'clock. We're gonna be there.
Are you gonna do the morning show on Friday?
Yeah,
There.
yeah.
Wow. So from 9 a.m. to
9:30
Never
to
gonna happen.
whenever
No?
it finishes.
Never gonna happen.
9:30. Freddie will make it happen.
9:30 a.m. to
till it finishes.
until they kick us out from Guccini.
That's what I told
I
you.
call them Gucci now.
You're
So-
Gucci.
Guccini Wine. Jay's the one who always helping me
All
with
right,
the
I'm
name.
going to help you out. We're going to be at Cucini Wine Bar and Art Gallery on Friday, December 15th from 9 until about 3 o'clock.
November
so coming
15th.
down, November 15th, coming down to Network, do what we do.
You need help now.
December-
We're gonna be at.
December 4th, we're going to be at Verena at Delray. December 13th, we're having our
No.
first
You
fundraiser.
can't run through like that because you have to tell
And
them what
November
you're doing.
21st, we're having our Friendsgiving. We got a lot of stuff happening here.
Okay, but the first thing is gonna be Wednesday.
Friday,
Wednesday.
November.
You're gonna go Wednesday
15th.
where?
So November 13th, we're gonna be at Chela's restaurant
Mexican
in Royal
restaurant.
Palm Beach. It's a Mexican restaurant at 11150. So that's like 11,150 Okeechobee Boulevard, Royal Palm Beach. The restaurant name is Chela's. She was an Impulso Latino today. She shared her story about how she started 24 years ago in a food truck. She started a restaurant with her son, and personal
Voila.
things happened. Her son got sick, almost died. Restaurant, it went down. How are you gonna, as a mom, how are you gonna take care of business when your son is in the hospital? and how the son now is doing better, and it's like a restart for the business and for the family. Now her son is doing better, and he's back in business. He's back at the restaurant, working with his mom. So we're gonna be there November 13th from 5 p.m. To whenever they kick us out.
What's the name of
networking.
it? What's the name of it again?
Chelas Mexican Restaurant and Bar.
What are you doing there? You're just going to.
So at 5 p.m. we're gonna start networking. I'm asking everyone bring your business cards. We're gonna have raffles. We're gonna have a short presentation, short and sweet, about how to make networking work for your business. And
In English or Spanish?
It will be English and Spanish because I'm inviting Spanish and English. So whoever comes is welcome.
That's interesting.
So we're going to talk about networking really short because it's really easy how to make networking work for you. This is how I met this beautiful family here in the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And then we're going to have a live music. After 6:45 p.m., it's going to be live music. And then it's dancing, party time. So, and then celebrating Chelas and her family. And she's going to have specials. So buy a drink. If you go buy soda, whatever, buy Coca-Cola, I don't care. Just buy something. Help her out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's a science to networking. We learned from Fitzy that you can have 400 companies show up for a networking gathering. Nobody buys anything, and you go in with the false impression that that's a negative. And there's positives because you have to work at networking parties. So it's interesting. I want to see what you guys come up with. I didn't know about this until today, but it's interesting. I'm dying to see. So come on out. We'll sit together and we'll try to figure out what they want us to do with the networking situation. It's an interesting concept. How to teach people to network correctly is really, really important. And it's interesting because today's show, you came up with a gentleman who's in the studio in a very different way. So a lot of good things are coming.
I'm going to send a calendar. We're going to put that together. So
Yeah.
we're both going to be able to read. We got to get more light on you. You're looking a little.
That's okay.
You look like you're in the shadows
I'm in the
over
cave.
there.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm in the
know.
cave.
They spend an hour and a half setting up Impulso Latino, and they spend about 30 seconds setting up our show. We're orange, you're in the dark, but Impulso Latino looked perfect. An hour and a half to set that up. We're lucky we got on air. But wait, we got.
Hey, I want you to hold it.
Like,
I want
she's
you to hold
orange,
it.
we're orange. You got no light on you, but Impulso Latino
I
looked
gotta
perfect.
tell you, as you get older in life, things really, really go downhill real quick.
What can I say? It's like, it's Dawn and Freddie. It doesn't matter. It's all good.
And you too
They'll
can be
figure
at
it out.
Wawa. Meet us at Wawa, Pump 6.
Wawa's getting a lot of
And he's
mention.
like, you guys just go with the
Wawa
flow.
needs to
Yeah,
pay.
whatever.
Yeah,
I think we
you're
need that
a
one on
sponsor.
over there.
Yeah, that's great.
You're still in the dark.
I'm always in the dark. Look, you're sending him to
I didn't
figure
send
out
him
how to get over there.
This is funny, just
look,
being
he's like wondering, what do I do next? Watch the light. You know what? Just don't move.
Happy Friday. Meanwhile, poor Danny's boyfriend went to pick up your computer today out at
really?
Laura's
He's like,
place.
what?
Laura sent us to Home Depot. So he goes there and he's like, am I picking it up at Home Depot? She gave us the wrong address.
Of course, Home Depot, that's where I used to work.
It's next to Wawa.
You know what they say, Dawn? You know what they say?
Anyway, happy Friday,
produce-
everyone.
Congratulations on that. You deserve
Thank
that
you.
video production.
We can't even find my
award.
computer back.
It's in the back.
You deserve it.
All right, more
Wow.
to come. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to, the light's facing the wrong way. That might be a start. Oh, and there you go.
That's good. Leave it
Thanks.
there.
That's
Leave it there
good.
where you had
Perfect,
it.
Neville. Thank
That's
you.
good, Neville.
Wow.
Because
All
now I'm
right.
totally blind. There's just the people in this room.
We're going to come back from this commercial break. And it'll
They
be
all
like,
went to Wawa
it'll
Pump
be like
6.
take two. I am glad, though, because
I gotta tell you something. Wawa Pump 6, that's a commercial. Are you ever gonna forget? And everybody's gonna fight for the same pump. I want Pump 6.
and Gabby has no idea what's going on. And she's
But
just
she's going
sitting
to
out there,
Wawa.
but she's going to Wawa Pump 6.
You too can meet us at Wawa.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to put together a calendar of events, but save the date for next Friday up at Lake Worth Beach. We're going to be at Cucini Wine Bar and Gallery because there's a
Gallery.
few. So you want the one on Lake Worth Beach, 9 a.m. until 3. Impulso Latino will be on
804 Lake Avenue.
804 Lake Avenue.
My God, he knows it better than anybody.
Yes.
All right, more
Where
to
were
come.
you 15 minutes ago?
We're going to take a quick break. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We're exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Like and subscribe to Amp Media Productions as well. To be able to, I got to get my hat, but we've got a free giveaway from Tight to Hats, so we'll talk about that when we get back from commercial break. We'll be right back.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Give me the mozzarella. 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 Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Now, I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and more.
Call 800-920-3819.
Frank A. Ruffolo, a renowned author and screenwriter known for his books such as 10048, Blue Falcon, Memoir of a Soldier, and his latest, Samuel of Sarah. Check out his website, frankaruffolo.com, for more info or purchase his books on Amazon.
Amp Media Futures Foundation is a non-for-profit organization dedicated to providing college students with immersive opportunities in media production, marketing, business skills, and communication.
Interns will learn professional workflow skills in editing, video and radio broadcasting, public relations, digital media, graphic curriculum, and access to equipment to make a positive impact.
Amp Media Productions is a full-service production house with a variety of shows ranging from the Brooklyn Cafe show.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a very busy Wednesday.
Sarah Spiritual.
Right here on the Oldies station, you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
Call me Zena.
Teach by example, and that's what I try to do all the time, to teach by example.
Artist Loft.
Using that term more. Yeah, lofties, yeah.
And Gypsy Soul.
They love music. It's like their favorite thing to go to.
I teach like preschool up to 12th grade.
Yeah, nice.
You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Amp Media Productions. Please like and subscribe to all of our shows.
I want to be in first class. Champagne, please.
Giant comfort.
That's good. We offer opportunities to excel in the field of TV film production, social media management, video editing, set design, graphic design, sound engineering, journalism, and many more useful tools to help you land a career in the media business.
To volunteer or be a part of our team, or to make a donation of any size, please visit us at ampfutures.org. Help us to empower college students to create a positive impact with immersive hands-on experiences in media production. Help us amplify the future.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we're back. All right, ready to get to our next guest? You know, on the weekends I get to roam around my community and do fun things that I love to do. And I've been using this amazing car wash because the car wash across the street where I slipped and fell 2 years ago, I don't go there anymore. So I go to the other car wash.
You gotta go to Wawa.
On the other side of the street. And as we check out, I see these incredible books. And they're like kids' books. And I'm looking through them, and at the back of the book, it has the whole description about the author and how he's a former football player from FAU, and he gives back to the community, and he's local right here. Played professional football, and I thought of you because you
I
and
never
Josh are
played
like,
professional football.
No, but you love football.
Yeah.
Mr. Football.
Yeah.
And I reached out to Brandon Bryant of Brandon Books if he would come and join us in the studio because of our foundation and giving back to kids in the community. And he said yes. So I'd never met him before. We never had the conversation. Just saw the books at the car wash, and here he is. So I'm excited to have Brandon join us. So welcome, Brandon.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
We've got like a celebrity right here in the studio. How incredible is that?
The funny thing is how you found him.
I gave him a car wash.
Small world.
Small, but what a great idea. And I think they're just a community car wash.
Yeah.
And they're happy to support local business.
Yeah, it was pretty cool actually. So I signed up for the membership there that same day, and I just asked him. I was like, "Hey, would you be interested in carrying my books here, as at retail?" He was like, "Yeah, I'd love to." And they've been there ever since, and they're doing pretty well there. So I appreciate $4.95 car wash over there.
And it's never, I don't know if it's ever been $4.95, but there's nothing $4.95 in the car wash, around the car wash.
But
Certainly
it's a good deal that you get there.
The monthly is a great deal.
Yeah, the monthly's pretty good. It's $20 a month. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I go like every other day maybe. So.
You can go all the time.
yeah.
It's like girl math. It's free. So if it rains, you're getting a free car wash
I'm going over there today.
You should go over. They do a great job.
I didn't know that it was that reasonable, and then you can go as many times you want per month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many times you want a month.
I love it. So what made you? Okay, I gotta ask.
I know you got so many questions.
You're a defensive end. You were right.
Yeah, defensive tackle.
Which is even more scarier. And you would think that maybe he writes about the WWF or something, but you write children's books.
Yes.
Gotta ask you, what inspired you? Was it maybe you're married, you have kids? What inspired you to go in that direction?
So I really just wanted to do something positive with my platform. That's ultimately what it came down to. But the first book, So You Want to Be an Athlete, right here, I wrote that book during the pandemic. So, just like everyone else, I was stuck in the house at that time. And I saw some stats come across the TV that I was able to research, and it was just the lack of literacy in our country and some communities, some of our communities nationwide. So I thought, why not be able to do something about that and do something about that myself. So I decided to write a children's book, and ended up being something I enjoyed. So I wrote another one, and I plan on doing many more.
Now, do you go around also and encourage the youth? Do you do proactive stuff on the outside? Do you do different things? I mean, you're in the culture of positivity and giving kids hope and everything else. Do you go around and do seminars and things of that nature?
Yeah, I do tons of events. We have 3 of the largest school districts in the nation here in South Florida with Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach. So there's so many schools, there's so many students and young children that we are able to affect, as role models, impact, I should say, as role models being a professional football player. So I'm constantly able to go to these schools in Broward, Dade, Palm Beach, YMCAs, Boys and Girls Clubs, all those things, and the local libraries as well. That's been one of the biggest platforms that I've had. I've done an event with the Lake Worth Public Library. That was amazing. We had close to 200 families show up, and then the Oakland Park Library as well. So it's always cool to get out here and, talk to the kids, give a speech, and then get the Q&A. And then, that's where you have the most impact, where they're able to ask me questions one-on-one, and I'm able to give them the answer. So I love it. And then, of course, we always read the book there as well.
Well, it's interesting because you played a sport that you got to be gifted to be in the NFL at any level. It doesn't matter, practice squad, it doesn't matter. If you get into the cut. Now, you played for FAU. and you were undrafted, but signed by the Seattle Seahawks. So that must have been, you must have been shocked. I mean, you must have been thrilled. Says, wow, it doesn't matter, giving me a shot. How did you feel when that happened?
I mean, it was everything leading up to to that point. You know, you kind of know that you're going to get drafted, or at least you'll be in the NFL. You get a certain amount of attention, you know, from these organizations. So you kind of have a good idea that when the draft comes, you either get selected or shortly after. So that's what happened to me. I thought I was going to get drafted. I was told I was going to get drafted, then I didn't. But here we go. So yeah, I was kind of expecting to get drafted at one point. Didn't get drafted, but then as soon as the draft was over, the Seahawks called and they offered me a contract. But, you know, it was just a dream come true. A dream come true, you know, growing up playing football since I was 8 years old. Playing in the NFL was always a dream that I had. So being able to get that phone call on that contract offered to me, it was a dream come true.
And the NFL has a write-up on you, and they have you as one of the nicest personalities in the league.
Oh,
so if you look it up, I mean, I did some research this morning, and you were well-liked at all the organizations that you were involved with, including the New York Jets, which is my favorite team since '69. I've been following them and, you know, suffering ever since. But it's the person, it's the message, and everything else that you put together that I find fascinating. And that she found you in a car wash just adds to the story. I mean, you know, I'm making fun of Wawa and everything else, which we shouldn't make fun of.
But if you think about the football player, right? You're the football player, you train, the athlete, everything you've done, and now you're giving back to the community. Correct. And not only to the community as a whole, like at the car wash and supporting local events, to children, to teach them to be a mentor and a role model to look up. We always say, sports, professional sports, you guys make, or they make a lot of money. And it's a way of giving back to be a positive role model, because not everyone is gifted in a sport. Not everyone is gifted in a high-paying doctor, lawyer, football player, baseball player. But you want to be the role models, right? If you can be the best and the pinnacle of what you do, be a role model to kids. And here you are relating not only to the youth, but even to the younger kids with your books, which is incredible.
Thank you. And it's, you know, it's appreciated both ways, man. I appreciate the kids and, you know, all the organizations just as much as they appreciate me. Every time I go and I'm around these people, I learn so much. So, you know, I'm grateful for every experience and every time I get to go out there and share my story and learn from these people as well.
What's the message you want to get out to the kids? Because the books are a little different, but I'm sure there's an underlying message.
So first and foremost, I wanted to just spread the love of reading, because, you know, I think that a lot of kids growing up at the age, especially the kids that are student athletes, they often say, you know, there's something against reading. I don't like to read. I don't have any books. I don't have time to read. It's not cool. So I wanted to come up with some topics that kids like, you know, sports, dogs. I think everyone likes one of the two. So I wanted to make the book attractive to these kids where they pick up the book and give it a chance. And then after they get the book, I wanted this book to be all about inspiration, motivation, showing the kids what it takes to be a successful athlete. And that's on the field and in the classroom as well. You know, as we all know, the work you do in the classroom is much more important than whatever you could do on the field. And finally, that, you know, the game will end for everyone at one point, whether you're 30, you're 45 like Tom Brady, or maybe you're 17 and it ends, you know, right after you graduate from high school. So, you know, what are you going to do after that? So education is paramount in any sport you choose. And then this book right here, Can I Pet That Dog? There's a little background of determination in this story as well, because the child is just so determined to pet the dog. But the ultimate lesson to be learned in this book is about bite prevention and consent. You know, obviously before you approach a dog that you don't know, of course, you want to ask that question to the owner, because if you don't, it could be dangerous. So that was the story behind this book, and also I want it to be just a fun, funny book, because this book is kind of on the serious side.
You know what I think that book is? I was trying to read the message as I'm at the car wash, like, what is it? I thought it's got to be more than bite prevention. And I thought of you. I think it's a story of patience, because he approaches the dog, but he shouldn't. And the owner's like, and the dog's like, no, don't. And it's about trust, in my opinion. It's about trust, patience, and love. And by the end of the book, the boy's able to pet the dog. But at first, the dog's like, no, you can't. And he goes back and he tries it again. It's like, no, you can't. But eventually, you can. So I think there's so much more than even bite prevention, which seems like right there at the level. Yeah. But it's about patience and love and understanding and trust, that the dog had to trust him, and vice versa. He had to trust the dog that it would be okay to pet him.
Yeah, I love your interpretation of that. And it's
I just made it a little layer in it for you.
I love that, and it's every time I talk to a kid or an adult about this book, I get a different take on it, and I love to hear it. One young lady came up to me and she said that she thought this book here was actually about the dog's feelings. Like, the dog has so many different feelings.
Go.
Like, no, I'm tired, I'm sad. Like, just understanding the dog and, hearing it from a dog standpoint. So I'm like, it's just so interesting to hear that this book so simple can have so many different interpretations.
How'd you find the animator?
So this guy actually here, a guy named Chad Thomas, was the animator for Lilo and Stitch. And he did So You Want to Be an Athlete. And Can I Pet That Dog? I was able to find a freelancer on Fiverr.
Wow.
So I got the exact look I was looking for both books. When I continue this series here, I'll continue to go with Mr. Thomas there, because I want to do different variations of it. So You Want to Be an Athlete, So You Want to Be a Lawyer, So You Want to Be a Police Officer, so on and so forth. So I'll use the same animator. But for this book, I wanted it extremely simplified. I wanted it to look exactly how it came out. So 2 completely different looks, and I was very, very pleased with both of them.
Interesting.
And now what? Now you're at FAU?
Yeah, so now I'm at FAU, my alma mater, and I'm there. The official title is the Associate Director of Student Athlete Development, Community Engagement, and Alumni Engagement, Football Alumni Engagement. So a few different hats I wear there, but ultimately it's about being involved in the community and bringing former players back, making them feel welcome, and getting the guys that are currently, student athletes involved in the community and doing things there. And, the guys have the university has all sorts of initiatives for student athletes. So just trying to help with that. They have a thing right now called the Owl Cup, and essentially it's every sport versus each other sport. And whichever sport is able to collect the most community service hours at the end of the fall, each semester wins the Owl Cup. So, we're trying to make sure football gets that.
What was it like for you at FAU, right? There's a ton of talented athletes at a lot of universities. To actually be able to make it to the NFL?
Yeah. So when I was at FAU, it was, we were just coming out of the Sun Belt Conference, Conference USA. I think maybe we had 2 or 3 draft picks in the school's entire history at that time. So there weren't a lot of eyes on us as far as NFL prospectus went. So it was kind of tough. It was kind of tough getting to the NFL. Now it's a lot easier. We got guys like Lucky Whitehead, DeJon Smith, Trey Hendrickson, who's been extremely successful in the NFL. So they come and kind of, they're no talents there, and they come looking for it. But when I was there, we were kind of just emerging in that way. But it's like the old phrase goes: if you're good, they'll find you. So that's how I looked at it. I took every opportunity I had serious, and I didn't care if we were playing, Wagner or Alabama. I'm going to give it my best, and I know that the NFL has entire departments dedicated to looking for people like myself. People who are quote unquote diamonds in the rough or things like that. So it was a great school, great opportunities, great resources, and I was able to go there and make the most of it.
Well, you actually started the greatness for the school. The school, has grown, yes, both football and in basketball. But it takes somebody to start the travel, and you were part of that growth. And then to have the opportunity of not only to play for the NFL, but to come back to your alma mater, and now you become the community outreach and everything else that goes with it. That's a tremendous amount of accomplishment.
Thank you, man. It's a rewarding experience, and it is something that I love to do every day. I love to be in a people-facing role. I hate to be in any situation where I'm boxed in. I'm not able to go outside and spread my wings. So being able to do something like that and meet different people every day and help also improve the university is a great role to have, and I love it.
It's great. Last night, the young girl that did her radio show, how old is she?
She just turned 16.
Okay.
15, I'm sorry. Her birthday
15.
was yesterday, 15.
And her show, she started when she was 10, because we used to do it in Studio B. This girl has been on the air on Real Radio with us since she was 10 years old with her sister, and now she's doing it. She came back at 15 years of age, and she sat with me yesterday. And I'm listening to her talk, and I'm listening to what you do, and she's talking about how she wants to make a mark in this business somehow. And I said to her, you've already made that mark. At 10 years of age, when you go to school, look around and see who has their own radio show, who has their own TV show, who's on the air at the age of 10. You're 15 now. She says, I know, I feel like I've been doing this forever. But it just, you know, some of the things that you touch about, it's like God's finger. I talked to Darryl Strawberry at Shea Stadium one day when I went to, he gave me a bat. And I said to him, you know, God touched you with his finger that let you do what you do. Because a lot of people can't do what you do. You know, a lot of people, almost everybody. And the NFL is a small percentage of the public that can do it. And to be able to do the things that you do is amazing, and that you've captured it and you're putting it forward, and you're living and doing books. And they're finding you at Wawa's and gas stations and everywhere else.
I found you at the car wash, right?
But I mean, think about that. How can that be? You go to the car wash, you find a book, and then he shows up.
And you know what everyone said to me? You really think he's going to answer you?
Oh, yeah.
Like, well, I got nothing to lose. You put the information in there to reach out. You made it really simple, and I thought, if you didn't want people to reach out, you wouldn't have put it in there. So he made it really simple. It was like his Instagram, your name, your story, everything. And I got nothing to lose. We're local. We're community-based.
How many people will actually show up? Think about it. It just is not the nature of the beast the way it works, especially when you're in the NFL and everything else. I mean, you know, we know some other NFLers have come into the studio, but it's very far and in between because it's not easy being an athlete.
We're so grateful to have an athlete, a celebrity in our midst and to join us. So thank you. We're so honored.
Oh, thank you. Thank you guys for having me. It's been a wonderful experience.
What's your advice to give to kids in college, whether they be athletes, musicians, or just trying to find their space in the world post-COVID? Because COVID's changed your generation. Yeah. What's your advice?
My advice, to anyone, anything, is just be consistent. Be consistent and believe in yourself. And I think you can, honestly, it's a cliche statement, but, cliches are cliches for a reason because, they got some truth to it. But if you're consistent and you believe in yourself, there's really nothing you can't do with time on your side. So I like to tell that to all the kids I speak with, pick a track, stay on it, stay focused, stay disciplined, and believe in yourself. Because once you believe in yourself, you'll be consistent. If you don't believe in yourself, why would you wake up day in and day out, working out at 5 a.m, missing those nights out of the club with your friends? Why would you sacrifice all these things if you don't believe it can happen? But once you believe it can happen, you see the benefits of disciplining yourself and the sacrifices and the things that you're going to miss on that journey. So I'll say with those two things that literally anything is possible.
And there's your next children's book, right?
Even a children's book. This was actually tougher to get that realized than I'd imagine, and it took a lot of belief and consistency because I reached out to a bunch of traditional publishing houses and I didn't hear back from any of them. So,
Did you self-publish these?
I did. I self-published, yes.
And how do people get them?
So Amazon, Barnes & Noble, brandonsbooks.com will take you to those portals there. And then on Instagram, you can find me at Brandon's Books. That's Brandon with the I. But yeah, it's Walmart.com. It's all over the place.
Let's see, maybe Brandon will donate a signed books or a signed picture of yourself that we can put in a basket for the foundation. You want a T-shirt? She wants a T-shirt.
I'm going to tell you, I wish that Brandon was with us yesterday because what you're talking about, confidence, we must have talked to over 100 kids yesterday. And the lack of confidence is just amazing, that they question themselves and they wonder, what's the future going to hold? And I couldn't stop talking to them because I'm trying to tell them, listen, you too can do this. Because when I started, nobody did this. But you can do this, but it starts with you. If he was standing there, he's a mammoth of a man, they're going to come over and they're going to find out you played for the school and everything else. You're like a walking billboard of confidence for people to believe, which is what we've been trying to do. This award has nothing to do with Dawn and I. This award belongs to them. It belongs to the host. It belongs to Jay and everybody else. This man has been with me for 7 years. He's been with us. You don't get that if you don't have consistency in believing in yourself.
Yeah, and I agree with you, man. It's literally, no matter what it is, man. If you got those two things, I don't care if you want to be a mayor, a president, you want to go work for Fox News or CNN or CNBC one day, whatever you believe, just consistency, man. That'll set you apart from everyone.
Good stuff.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. Believe it, he says. More to come. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Louder or Lana?
Lana.
Lana. And
Lana.
Let's see what she's got. She's got an event coming up as well. There's a lot of events, so we're going to put it all out on a calendar for you. More to come. Jay Harmon is with us as well. And quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created a foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink, and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? With MedGuard Alert's new Care Watch, you can connect with medical professionals instantly, 24/7. No cell phone required. This life-saving medical device acts as a phone as well as a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And if you have Medicare or Medicaid, you may qualify to get yours free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now.
Attention all Medicare beneficiaries. It's annual enrollment time, running now through December 7th. Are you on the best plan for your needs? Do you know if Medicare Advantage or Medicare Supplement with Original Medicare suits you better? And have you reviewed your prescriptions for 2025? Every plan has changed and the donut hole is gone. Medicare open enrollment is here. Don't miss out on understanding all your options. Claire Goyette, the marvelous Miss Medicare, is here to guide you. Call Claire at 561-703-7463 or visit absolutebestinsurance.com/Claire-Goyette. That's Claire Goyette at 561-703-7463. Make the most of your Medicare benefits. Call now.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. So Freddie decided he's not going to sit up here. He's going to hang out with Jay Harmon. So I've got our producer Danielle Melendez joining us. Frederica joining me up here on the studio spotlight.
You have an award. What does that award say?
Woo! This award says whoa. This award says the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio. Yes, it is a studio as a whole.
So who does that represent?
It represents every
So I'm
single
gonna be putting them up there.
intern and producer and tech and everything that we've ever had in the studio in our old studios for the past 9 years. We've been doing this since 2016. So this is our fourth studio location that we've been in. So we've been here for 5 years, and we get to celebrate with everyone, even more appropriately for Friendsgiving. So right here on November 21st, there's so many dates in my head. November 21st, lunchtime, come on down. I think I need to add an RSVP so at least we know how much food we need to bring and supplement. Come on down to Friendsgiving, bring a dish, share a dish, have some fun, network, and just give some thanks. And we're doing it a little bit early because some of our producers are going home for the holiday season. I can't believe we're even discussing the holiday season. It was just, we were just getting hurricanes in the summer, and now suddenly it's Thanksgiving.
And
it's
all of a sudden
insanity.
the lights have lit because Josh is in the house.
Josh the magician.
Josh the magician. I'm gonna tell you, Dawn, you don't know what you're doing.
No, this is what I said. The person that rigged it up is the one that will figure it out.
No, that's not true because the toilet wasn't working. He didn't know how to work that, and he fixed it.
Even Gio's like,
listen, I just got a text. She's sending up stuff for Friendsgiving. So we have some Mexican stuff. I'm gonna tell you, it's a love affair.
Friendsgiving and for the foundation, which is lovely.
Yes.
Yeah, Josh, we could not figure it out. Even Gio said, I can't help you.
I mean, yeah,
okay, thank you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thank you. We would be in the dark if it wasn't for you.
Thank you. No
Literally.
pun intended. Literally.
Literally.
All right, so what do you think about this award? You guys were so excited.
Yes, what? Instantly when we seen it, we all started screaming. I wish we got that on video. But this right here, I'm proud to be a part of this.
She's using her mic. It just doesn't, isn't your mic on?
It's very much on.
Well, it's a thank you, and that seat I'm going to bring up the kids as we go along because it just, without them, there is no us. Without them, there is no us. That's just the whole thing. And it's our way to say thank you. So you had worked very hard today. I'll be the first to admit. You set it up, you did Impulso Latino.
You even had Roger to go pick up the computer at Home Depot, which wasn't a Home Depot.
Yeah, we have to
so
thank Roger.
My PA,
Absolutely.
Roger the PA.
Thank you very much. It's just everything. It's you fill a bucket one drop at a time, and you're just one of the drops, and you got a whole bunch of kids in there. One of the drops. It's just my way of saying thank you. So,
I appreciate you guys having a home for us, for people, all different walks of life, for all of us to come conjoined over one thing that we all enjoy doing. You guys give us an outlet to not be afraid to be ourselves. So we appreciate that.
That's what it's all about. And that's what Amp Media Futures is all about. And hopefully I get the chance to present our foundation next week at 100 Plus Women Who Care. We'll see if the name is chosen. I wish I could take every single one of you with me, with females anyway, since it's 100 Plus Women Who Care, to share their stories. I don't think, if I bring Frederica with me, I don't think that's an option, but hopefully, with the grace of God, we'll be able to bring some funding in for you guys. So we don't have to worry about if a local pizza place decides not to send lunch in that you guys don't get lunch, which is going to make me cry just to think about that, but we will get you all lunch. There will be some place in this community, if Reddy and I or not, we will take care of lunch for you guys because it's the least that we can do to take care of our family and what you all do. So that's what Friendsgiving is all about. So join us on November 21st.
I'm so excited for it. Are you bringing anything like a Dawn specialty?
Yeah, she doesn't cook. She doesn't cook.
So I was talking to
Mom.
the mom of Brielle last, and I was talking to Amy. And our first Friendsgiving here, we had nothing on the wall. We had a red plastic tablecloth for like a selfie center. We had like nothing here 5 years ago.
It was actually a shower.
It might have been a shower because it's a tablecloth. And she came in, it was a Friendsgiving, there were boxes, we hadn't even unpacked some of the studio, folding tables, folding chairs, and she brought in marshmallow fluff.
And she's doing it again.
And I remember something green being in there. I don't remember what it was. So I said to her last night, I said, do you remember the marshmallow fluff? She says, I'm going to bring it again. I said, but what was green? She goes, it was pistachio marshmallow fluff. So she's bringing again pistachio marshmallow fluff. I don't know. So I asked Abdullah if he would eat it. And he says, only if it does not have gelatin in it.
Oh, wow. How specific.
That's Abdullah. But yes, she's bringing marshmallow fluff for everyone.
So she's part of the dessert menu?
I guess she's part of the dessert menu.
Okay, cool.
So whatever anyone wants to bring is amazing. So we thank you for that.
I want to bring something in too. I want to keep it a surprise though.
All right.
In case it burns?
Wow. I'll bring just a burned one for you then.
Maybe G-Man will pick up some patties and
she has a craving already.
Josh looked up for that. I just know they all love the patties.
So does Dawn.
I can't eat that.
What can you eat?
Me, nothing.
We'll bring in a vegan stuff just for you. Vegan stuff is good.
You'll bring Brussels sprouts. Wonderful. All right, should we talk to Lana while she's here?
Absolutely.
Brandon, are you good or you need to get back to work?
I gotta go, but I'm good.
Okay.
Got some time.
Okay. So we want to talk to Lana. Lana came to us through Impulso Latino, through Lucky, which is amazing. And tell us what you do.
So I'm a client consultant for Providas Private Duty. I've been working
she's a
for them.
lavalier on. She should have a lot. You have a mic hooked onto you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear? I'm good.
All right, so let's start again.
Tell us what you do.
Okay. Well, this is a tough act to follow, first of all. After
Brandon?
Yeah, this is a tough act. Thank you so much for everything that you do. I would just purchase books, and I'll give you a Providas pen that you can sign the books for my grandson, my grandchildren. They'll love that. Tough act to follow. I've been working with seniors about over 20 years. I work with Providas Private Duty. We are concierge private care in-home. We specialize in nursing and in aides in the home for 24-hour care. We work a lot with the hospitals in the area, a lot of the doctors, concierge doctors alike. And one of the reason I'm here to promote for November 21st at the Bend in West Palm Beach, one of the partners that happens to be a nurse, all of the partners are in healthcare, is Candy Costas, and she's quite influential. She's got quite a story. I haven't even heard it. Last year she did in the Raffles Hotel in Boston. It was a sellout. And she's coming to West Palm Beach, and she's going to be there November 21st and giving her inspiration. My story is I came background from social work. I didn't think I could be a marketer. I didn't know anything about marketing. They gave me an opportunity, and I'm absolutely loving it. I love that I get to still work with the seniors and still work with people that need some additional help, especially down here in Florida. Our company is and has been in service for 15 years, New York, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Jersey, the Cape. So we are all in the tri-state, and in Palm Beach County we cover from Martin all the way down to Broward. And I have another consultant that works with me, Heather Beasley. But we're really proud of our partner, Candy Costas. It's going to be at the Bend, and we'd love women to come. Men can come too. We're not going to exclude any men. They want to come. They might want to hang out at the top at Spruzzo's and wait for us to be done. But she's very inspiring. I have a story. I went through COVID as a social worker, and it was tough. And I put on about 80 pounds, and I was kind of just separating myself and staying home and basically dying, working in a skilled nursing facility and not getting out there. And she inspired me since the past year that I've been working with her, and I ended up getting the surgery that I was putting off, and I'm down significantly now that I'm able to be active. I'm not going to be a football player, but I can walk up to 3 miles now without being in agony, working out every day, and I have a much more active life. And even in my job, I feel better getting in and out of the car, visiting the hospitals. And that's all through them really caring about me as a person and an employee, and about the people that work there at Providas. So they don't just care about the client, they care about their staff and the people that we put in the homes. This event is all proceeds will go to the hurricane victims. So we are giving all the proceeds for the hurricane victims from the past. So.
And when is the event again?
November 21st at the Bend, 6:30 to 8:30.
So there's two different things. Providas is a sponsor of this event on November 21st.
Yeah, we are. So the connection is we are a sponsor, but Candy Costas is one of the partners. So Providas is not a registry. All of our staff are vetted. They're all background checked, and they're all on a W-2. Where in the field of home health, that's a huge difference, and we're licensed, which is very important for a homeowner, especially you're going to have somebody in your home. You don't want to trip and fall. Our nurses and aides can drive the vehicles. They can accompany them to appointments, whatever it is that they need. It's very critique to whatever the client's looking for. So Candy's part of Providas, but she has her own company, Candy Costas, as a motivational speaker for women, and she's got a story to tell. So Providas is a sponsor for this event, but we want women to come out and feel empowered, have a night to dress up. So I will attend. I'll donate a basket and for a raffle.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So it's a woman empowerment dress up gowns and
Yeah,
things like that. I kind of like that. Can we
Yeah,
take,
it-
can we
do
send
ya?
a crew to take pictures? And
Of course.
I got an invite in my text. Not that I'm,
Yeah.
anybody.
We're not
but
going to
I-
exclude men from coming.
I'm Italian.
But she's very powerful. If you look at her
No.
Candy Costas on Instagram, the woman's 66 years old.
She
and
looks
she's
incredible.
amazing.
Oh my
And
gosh.
she was a single mom. I don't know everything of the story. I mean, I'm not going to give it away. You got to come. But she really is an amazing woman. I was running around Palm Beach yesterday with her. We were visiting our sponsors. We've got quite a few sponsors. The sponsor spots are all taken up, but you can definitely come as a guest and check us out.
Is it an evening for her, you're giving back to hurricane victims, but what is it? It's a motivational speaking event?
Yes, for women.
Okay.
The 5 keys to a successful, happy life at any age. Candy's all about you can do it. You can do it. I didn't think I would ever get back or I will ever get back to who I was. And she inspired me that I can. And I went forth and got the surgery, and I'm working my way back.
Little by little.
Yep. And I've been successful at Provatis. Their motto is, that you build a relationship. And, you said something Frank, before about networking. You don't show up and network and think you're going to walk out with the business. You show up for networking and you mingle and you meet people and you build a relationship and you build a trust. And that's what Provatis wants, to build a trust.
Yeah, fair. They put it up there. And you do nursing as well as
Yes, we
CNAs?
specialize in nursing.
Mostly nursing.
We specialize in nursing. We do CNAs.
Okay.
But also the great thing, if you have nursing, our nurses, they're going to clean. They're going to do meal prep. They'll do some light housekeeping. It's not just for skilled. Sometimes there's the expectation, and they want nursing. So the nurses will do CNA work and will help with, some common house duties.
And what, I know the difference between a nurse and a CNA, but what are some of the duties that you would need other than, I guess, wound care or trachs or things like that? What are some of the other sliding scale that's the gray zone between a CNA and nursing care?
Okay, for a perfect example, med management. So CNAs and aides can remind somebody to take their medication, but they can't administer. And with my background as a social worker, when I go out, I meet with the family and really find out what the client and what the family's expectations are. So we want to fill expectations and we don't want to fall short. So we really want to make sure that from the beginning, we staff it with the appropriate staff, right? And we staff it with somebody that also fits. So our employees are all interviewed in person. We want to find out what their background is, what their hobbies are, what they like to do. We had a case where my supervisor, we had to send somebody to Switzerland to help somebody fly back because he was skiing and ended up, unfortunately, paralyzed from the neck down, and he needed a nurse to bring him back home. And obviously, we had to set that up, and that was a lot of, logistic stuff to deal with, but that's what we do. And we go out and make sure that we're understanding the expectation. And we help people sometimes. Like I work a lot with Trust Bridge Hospice and Morse Life Hospice. We work with hospice companies where people don't realize that it's not custodial care or 24-hour care, and Provatis can come in and provide that. Some people
So
are
they'll
bedridden.
provide 24-hour care at
Yes,
Provatis?
and live-ins
And
if
live-ins.
appropriate.
Do you guys are all over South Florida specifically?
We are all the way from Martin County all the way down to Broward.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah,
And
one
we
of my
are-
friends were having such a trouble trying to find a in-home nurse, like a CNA, for his grandmother that's recently gone through, a stroke and all that good.
It's hard, and it's-
he had no luck. So he's at the point of just taking care of her on his own.
Oh, wow.
So I would love if I can get some contact.
Yeah,
with
definitely. We can talk. We could talk after, change some information, and
Would help him a lot.
find out a little bit more. Yeah,
Thank you.
it's it is fulfilling. I love that I'm able to, but this is a really tough business out here. Florida is saturated with home health, and some of them, they advertise that they're a company, but they're a registry, and the difference is there's no accountability when it's a registry. You don't know who's going to show up.
And the med management is huge.
Right. That's
I
one
would-
of the biggest things. Med
When my
management.
mother was alive, my goodness gracious, it was horrendous. It was the pharmacist. A pharmacy called me. I don't know him from Adam. And he says, "You know what your mother's doing?" I said, what is she doing? She's going all over town to different pharmacies. Because at the time, there was no talking to one another. And she was duplicating. Yes. Yeah, you don't look at my mic. She was duplicating at the meds all over the place.
So
What is your problem?
So your company helps simplify everything
Yes.
for
Yeah.
a client.
Mhm.
Okay.
We have nursing that can set up med management, and then we do have the aides that can be in place if they need reminders. So my job is to go out there and really assess the situation to see what suits best.
Oh, thank gosh.
And we're a set rate.
Thank
We're a set
gosh.
rate. We don't mess around with, we can get a little bit more out of this person or that person. We
You're
have set rates.
exactly what my
Yeah.
You know, you can always tell. I mean, I've been dealing with other companies in that
Years.
business for over 18 years. I mean, I dealt with Marsha too and everything. But you can always tell the good ones. You know, you can feel her spirit. You can see that she cares
Like she
about
wants to
people.
do it, and she didn't stutter at all.
I
She
gotta
said
tell
she
you.
was nervous on the phone.
I'm so
I
nervous.
don't
This is
believe
not
it.
my
No,
thing.
this is
killing it.
this is
She's
your
killing
thing.
it.
But you can tell. You know, you can tell she has a good soul. That she cares about people. And there is a lot of companies. I gotta tell you.
Like I
And
was
they're all
saying, we
good.
couldn't get anyone to help.
No, there's a lot of companies, and when you interview them and what you get are two different things. But over here, you can, if you sit close enough, you can feel she cares, and that's the
but
difference.
what the nurses and the aides do, it's God's work.
It is.
Yeah.
Because
I've
what
seen
they
videos
do,
crazy.
the care, and I know what they're doing for my parents right now. God bless the aides and your nursing that you have taking care of your loved ones, because what they do are things that enable you as a family member to continue to go to work and raise your children and have your life day to day. What they do enables you to do that, and I'm grateful every day, or I don't know what I would do right now.
I know. I've been there, done that.
You've been there, done that.
When
But
Dad
med
was
management?
alive, when Dad was alive, I had a caregiver. She used to send me pictures of him eating because he used to complain about everything, because he was never used to anybody taking care of him except my mom. So he felt uncomfortable. But when she cooked, boy, my father went, Grant took
Going to
Richmond.
town.
So she would take pictures and video. So he would call me and say, no, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I said, I know.
You're
Dad.
like,
it's all
oh?
good. It's all good. But the feeling that you have, and you got to hold on to what you got as long as you got it. You got to keep
Yeah.
holding on to it. And there's
And-
people like you that do that.
Yeah, and so that's huge. We want to go in, and we don't want to take over. We want to enable them to keep their independence as much as they can. And as a social worker going in there, we understand that they don't want to give up some of that independence.
Right.
And they're fearful for somebody coming into their home. So it's a very delicate situation when you're going into a home and you're meeting with somebody who's been independent. They're 93 years old. They lived their whole life on their own, and maybe now they just need some help. Or they had knee surgery or hip surgery, and they need somebody in the home. So you've got to respect that, and you've got to understand where they're coming from and what they're looking for. And staffing that is a talent. It's a talent to look and see what they're looking for, if they want somebody chatty, if they want somebody reserved, if they keep a kosher home, if what they like to eat. I mean, we don't guarantee 5-star chefs, but
How did you meet Lucky?
at networking.
Wow.
And like we said, we clicked, and the momentum kept going. I've never marketed before. I've never been a marketer. I didn't think that, in the beginning I felt like an imposter. I had imposter syndrome. I'm like, is this really happening? I got the job. I remember freaking out, sitting on my balcony, freaking out like, okay, now what do I do? How do I do this, right? Because I'm in Florida, saturated, and I've never done this before. But Candy told me, just be yourself. Be yourself and it'll happen. Because
Can't go wrong.
The background for being a social worker and really wanting and identifying the need for private duty in the home, the need for some help, the need for whatever it may be, and really caring about getting that. It's not the money, the sale. It's really just for providing a service and being of value to the
Does
community.
Candy live on this side?
Candy lives in up in Boston area, in Massachusetts. The company's corporate office is based out of Boston, but she was just here. She's in Naples now. She's taking a few days off.
So let's see if we can get her here or we can get her virtual, because next time she comes down, I'd love to.
She would love that.
To meet her.
Yeah, definitely. And we can definitely talk. Maybe, if you're going to come to the event, we can talk about, some photo shoot opportunities and definitely, we'll connect you.
You know, I love it when she's so well spoken.
Yeah.
She has this whole
Yes.
vibe about her. I
That's
love
what I
it when
think.
they say, I don't know what to do. What do I do? I'm nervous. What
Or
do I
I'm
do?
freaking out, right?
She's a natural.
It's not showing.
No, I'm
She's a
not.
I've been doing this so long. You're a natural. At what, I don't know you from Adam, but
Listen,
you're a natural at this.
Lucky's gonna get it later because she did not tell
A
me.
double show whammy? Yeah,
No,
yeah.
and she didn't tell me that I'd be on radio or TV.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
She said, "Come to a
Welcome
networking
to the-
event."
welcome
I'm
to
like,
the
That's what she said to you?
Yes.
I'm dead.
All right, how do people get in touch with you?
You can call me on my cell. I am always available. It's 561-566-8023.
Think of this as a live networking event. This is live.
Kind of what we get to do every day.
Every day.
All right.
I told you I'm nervous.
Privatis, Lana Cologne, and her number is 561-566?
Yep. 8023.
8023. All right, more to come. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to
Thank you, everybody.
go talk to Jay Harmon, who's being very quiet. He must be down a cup of coffee or so.
Here's another cup.
He needs another cup. Freddie's going to fill his cup. We got a lot more to do, and she's going to be reading the book. So Brandon left his books. He signed them.
Did he sign them for me? Because yeah.
Oh, and he left them? What a great
Yeah, I asked him. I paid him for the books, and I asked him to sign them.
Oh, well, I did watch him sign something, so
Yeah.
wonderful.
I gave him a Privatis pen to sign it with.
Oh, awesome.
Smart.
Wow.
Beautiful exchange.
Networking is amazing. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, more to wrap up on our Friday Fun Day at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We'll be right back.
He did.
Josh.
He did say he's going
When
to
it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got covered with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
What if you could make a free phone call and reduce your car payment by as much as $83 a month? Right now, you could be paying as high as 20% interest. Your new interest rate could be reduced to as low as 2.48%. You can refinance any existing car loan or leased car and save money every month. Take 5 minutes of your time right now. Make this free phone call and learn how to save hundreds of dollars a year by refinancing your existing car loan.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
The owners of Amp Media Productions and the Brooklyn Cafe show, Don and Freddie S., are excited to announce the launch of its new nonprofit educational charity, the Amp Media Futures Foundation. This foundation gives college students the tools that they need by providing them hands-on learning experiences in business, marketing, communication, and media creation. To donate or volunteer, contact AMP2 Media Productions by email at info@ampfutures.org.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome back. Let me just check all my text messages that I just got.
It's Frederico the Second.
Frederico the Second. And there you have it.
What am I doing up here?
I'm congratulating you for the award.
You know
You're
how we
part of
fixed
that
the lights?
award. I'm sorry?
There was some XLR was unplugged from one of the lights back there.
What XLR?
There was an XLR that was not connected.
Well, how did that happen?
That I don't know.
That's okay. It's all done. It don't matter.
He fixed it.
Put the blame for realness.
Now, Josh is an interesting specimen because I think, Josh, you came to us 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago?
Yeah, something like that.
And when Josh came to us, one of the things, we used to do a show at the radio station. And I'll never forget when he said to me, I wish I had taken school more seriously.
Oh my gosh.
And turned it into something. So Josh has graduated. He's a graduate now. He got his master's. And he has done some things in here that only other people can dream of because he's an innovator. Like he gets up by the camera and all that other
Because he
stuff.
found the XLR cable that was missing, he's a mad genius.
No, but it's not only XLR genius. He has actually learned how to do remotes. He's actually put together commercials. He was the first one that did the commercial for us on Comcast for a Monday Night Football for Amp Media. Remember that?
A lot of good stuff. And he's fixing your shot right now because
he's fixing our shot, which I don't.
That's on you. That's on you.
But I just wanted, I wanted to bring Josh up there so that he can see a little bit of appreciation for the award that we got, because Josh has turned this into his home, and it's flipped. When he came here to learn, now he's the teacher, so it's a big difference. And I saw that last night. I saw it last night, and people looked up. I remember we used to have a Teddy. Everybody used to wait for Teddy. Now everybody waits for Josh. So when Josh or Gato or G-Man are in the house, everything seems to be back to normal. So I just wanted to say
thank you
today. So
and Josh is working on Save the Days for us for our fundraiser, which is December 13th. So a lot of good stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. We should really bring your sports show back. Maybe you can get Brandon in to talk
we
football
got
with
three
you.
sports. We got 3 sports shows that I wanted to talk to Josh about. I didn't know that gentleman was going to be here, by the way. That was Dawn did her magic and poof. And he says he wants to do some stuff. So let's see what happens.
I always wonder why my dad didn't want me to play football, and then I look at myself next to that guy. And it's like,
know why?
I'm going to get tackled by him? Yeah, that's going to be
5 o'clock in the morning, he gets up.
Oh, that's fine. No, that's not the issue. It's just getting whacked by a 300-pound man.
He's a defensive lineman.
I don't know if I can handle that or not.
He's like a train coming at you.
Yeah,
that would be why moms for Boca say your kids should not be playing football.
Yeah, my twink self would be just broken in half.
You just have to get some weights in you.
What are you talking about? I got all muscles.
So this is one of the young ladies that we met yesterday at FAU.
Grab that mic. What number is that?
A1.
All right.
A1. Make sure A1's lit.
A1 is lit.
And that camera's right in front
We met
of
Josh
you.
at a career fair at Lynn University, and we still have the pleasure of going to Lynn University. We were there on Tuesday. We've had a lot of people to follow up with. And then we met you yesterday at FAU.
Yes, hello.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Brianna.
Hold your mic up.
Oh. Hi.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Brianna. I've been in Florida for about a month, and I'm getting my master's at FAU in international business.
A month? Where'd you come from?
Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Wow. Well,
Yes.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
And see, she's the only one that showed up so far today.
That's okay.
Pretty impressive.
The building is built with the first brick.
Pretty impressive.
But we want to introduce her to international with the UK lady. I'm going to make a phone call as well. I talked to you about that. Also, our Latino Impulso programming in Spanish, we can get some additional help with that as well. So there's a lot of good things happening, and I'm glad that she's here.
I'm glad to be here.
Well, welcome. This is the hat we were talking about. This hat, if you go to Amp Media Productions YouTube page, like and subscribe, drop your friend's name, tag someone or yourself, be entered to win this lovely handmade Taita hat from Ecuador. It is beautiful, it's soft, and we're going to be giving away, I think, at our Friendsgiving event on November 21st. So check this out. Look at all this explosion of color on the set.
You look great.
It looks nice, right? I'm glad the blue
Look
is
at the
here.
shoes up there too.
No, look at the white shirt going.
It looks great. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Jay is doing his show today, Inside the Artist's Mind. Sally is spending the day away with her grandchildren who are in visiting, which is pretty exciting for Sally, which is really nice. She hasn't seen them in a while. So Jay's going to be, I don't know who he's hosting, but we're going to find out. Your guess is as good as mine, Jay.
Actually, Jay, last week there was somebody that we booked, and I can't remember who it was.
Well, if you can't remember, I sure can.
Who was it? It was somebody that was here.
Cassandra was here. And the
Maybe
other
it was Cassandra. No, Cassandra.
No, because she already did it last week. She did it last Friday.
week.
Yeah, there was somebody else here. Who else was here
and
last
the young
week?
lady from Ecuador with the straw hats. She
No, it
left.
wasn't her.
It wasn't her, so I don't know who else was here.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, is right.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, Jay, so what's happening with you? Where's your art hanging now? Is it still at Cucini Wine Bar and Gallery?
No, they have, I have my horse picture that was hanging there. They ended that session, but it moved across the street to a new restaurant that I have not gotten the name of yet. But it's, they have moved it because they're working in conjunction together. So now that is there, and I have just put a piece at the Palm Beach International Airport as of yesterday, where one of your people, Tatiana, was there.
She said she saw you at the airport yesterday.
She told me.
She
She
told
said, I
us.
saw Jay. I saw
Yeah.
Jay. I saw Jay. I said, where'd you see him? In the airport. I went, oh, did you say hi? No, it was his painting.
Yeah, no, we got to talk a little bit, got to chat a little bit, and I put my picture, one of my big pictures called Plea with the big black and white picture.
Oh.
That is there. It will be at the airport for 6 months, and it's in a great location. I'm very happy what they did for me there. And then also this week I was just commissioned to do pet portraits by somebody who wants. They have a memorial picture of a Akita, if you know what that is. It's
That's what JoJo has.
That's a big dog.
It's a big dog.
It's like a wolf.
And so they want 2 identical pictures for me to do for them.
Can you photocopy one? And
Well, I wish, but they want 2 originals, and so I just started on that, and I've got about 3, maybe 4 weeks to finish those pictures. So I've been nice and busy this week. It's been a very good week.
Wonderful. And you're going to be doing your show next Friday up at the Cucini Wine Bar
Yes.
Art Gallery.
Next week we are doing all the shows Friday at Cucini.
Correct. Cucini's going to be, and everybody's invited to participate. Anybody can come in the network. We're going to turn it into a networking set as well.
804 Lake Avenue, Lake Worth.
He's the only one that knows the address.
So I keep saying it.
So we need to put that out as a post in English would be helpful as well.
I think there is a poster in English.
Okay.
What else would it be in?
Spanish.
Oh, okay.
So we'll check that out, and we're going to add that to, we're going to put out a calendar of events post, because there's so many great events that are happening here at the studio.
There are.
We need to let everybody know what's happening and when. It's like week after week. What
Well,
what
is this?
Those are water.
Yeah.
Something's leaking from the bottom.
Okay.
In celebration
You're
of
dripping.
our award.
She's dripping.
She's dripping. I know. I got it.
Yeah, that's a small cup of water.
For y'all two right now.
Well,
Hold on
Wow.
a second. She's probably bringing more.
Oh my gosh, nice. So if you're wondering what they're celebrating, we were voted Best Video Production Studio in Boca. And the award, we
congratulations.
actually got the award, the physical award in this morning. So that's pretty exciting for everybody and a huge thank you. So I think we have to get the other one also.
Thank God. You know, the funny thing is that they work so hard at doing this that anytime anybody, and we didn't expect this, it just came, they just sent it.
So it just
Anytime.
came in the mail and you were like, oh, an award?
That's pretty
This
much.
didn't, but the card that announced the award just came in the mail 2 weeks ago, or maybe last week.
Yeah.
And then we looked it up and we were number 1, and then the studio as a whole was number 2 out of the top 10 in Boca, which is amazing. So we're
I mean, we've
incredibly
been doing
grateful
it for 9 years, the show, and
Who
I've been
judged
doing
us,
this.
though?
We have no
Boca
idea. It was the
Magazine.
Best of Boca.
Oh, okay.
Best of Boca.
We have
did.
no idea.
I was going to say, I thought the Three Blind Mice judged us.
Cheers to Don,
All right, we're going to do cheers, and then we're going to wrap
Oh, let's
this
go,
up.
Gordon.
Woo. All right, everyone. We're going to just wrap it up with this. Have a great Friday.
Stay, stay,
Stay
stay.
right here. Stay,
Come
Jay.
back.
real quick. Just
Come
so
back,
to
G.
drink it.
We'll give you.
He's
I'll
gonna-
give you travel time. Don't worry.
I was going to say.
5 minutes of break room.
All right, Fred. You want to toast us?
I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And you know something? None of this is doable without these people, without this whole group of people.
It is?
Hey, we all
Oh,
Hello.
hey! This is the Brooklyn Cafe.
Cheers.
All right,
cheers,
cheers.
cheers, cheers. Salud.
Have a great
Salud,
weekend,
familia.
everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other.
Salud
Find
to
your joy and your
familia.
passion
Salud.
and positivity. Find some joy. Have a great weekend.
All right, go do your thing.
Knock it back, Gordy.
Fly,
They're
Eagles,
gonna do what they
fly.
got to do. Let's see what else everyone is doing.
Let's go Jets.
Tonight, wait.
Is that
And with
vanilla? What is
Tonight we're going to be at Cugini
It's really good.
Wine Bar over in Wellington. Josh, you're going to be there with us. Andrew's going to be there with us. We're
Where-
celebrating Denise.
Wait, where am I
Mark.
going?
Cugini in Wellington with Denise.
Oh, that's tonight? I need another.
You need a calendar.
I need more water, please. If you.
Yes, we have an
more
event
water.
for Denise Marsh. So if you want to join us over in Wellington tonight at Cugini, apparently it's like an exclusive Polo Club, Wine Club members only location.
That's why even the designer of the book had to pay.
Exactly. So maybe you know a little bit about the book.
No, I just know how the cover looks, and I think the cover looks very beautiful. So if y'all need any more designs, let me know.
All right, so we're going to be there tonight at 6:30. So if you're in the area you want to join us, tickets are on Eventbrite. Let's wrap this up. Have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do, for believing in us. And we'll see you Monday. Veterans Day, 9 a.m. drive time. Have a great weekend.
Sweet.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.